And we are live. Hold on. I don't have my music playing. Wait. Here we go. What's up, people? We're live. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the Monday show. As you know, we are here every Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, welcome to the show. Anata, you want to do the honor?
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to Brazil. And the live tonight it's going to be very good. I hope the info is help you guys a little bit because some guys they ask me about their mountain, how much they supposed to be receiving, have a good life in Brazil. So that's why I'm out doing this interview to help you guys a little bit about money situation in Brazil, how it is.
Right. So, okay, first, Tanata, mute, tell background they need to be quiet because I hear them making noise. Yeah, so this show, handle it. This show, you gonna go handle that? Thank you. This show is for all the people that keep saying, hey, can I, how much do I need to live in Brazil? If I want to be there for an extended amount of time, 6 months, a year, if I want to live there, how much do I really need? Like just to be comfortable. And so what we're doing this week, Renato went out and interviewed Brazilians, people living in Brazil that have regular jobs, and asking them like, how much money do they make? What do they do for a living? Just so you guys can compare where you live and the kind of jobs that would pay something similar in Brazil and how they're living, if they're happy, if they're good with the amount of money they're making, things like that. So it's going to be a very informative show today. So what's up, guys? Ed Smith, Mr. Ed 13, Charles Jones, Jeff Johns, what's up? Yes, everyone. Erica A says hi, Miss R.
Hey, hi.
Hi. Tudo bem? Sim. Boa noite, people. Okay, so do you want to talk a little bit more about what we're doing this week, or before we get into the actual video? Let me link that up. But go ahead.
Yeah, the next show it's going to be Terraço Botafogo. That's one place you guys can go, very close to the tourist area in Copacabana. So it's a really nice place.
Botafogo. But where? The terrace? Is that an apartment?
It's in a rooftop.
Okay.
Yeah, inside the mall.
Rooftop. And what's up there? A restaurant, a bar, a club?
Restaurant bar, really nice restaurant bar. It's a line there of people's wait. It's really good. The view is fantastic.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, keep talking. I'm just getting the video ready. I thought I had this set up. I didn't. Yeah.
And today I doing the interview with David. That's one American guy. I met him in America. So, and he's talk about a little bit his experience, in his book and the places in Brazil. It's a really good, informative interview for you guys.
Okay. Cool. I hope everybody is having a good day. If you have any questions before we even get started, you can ask now. And like Jeff John says, get the likes up. If you're in here, hit the like, please. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Support the channel. Support what Hinata's out there doing, giving you all this great information. And something I do want to talk about. We could put up a couple of the questions, but just so people know, the minimum wage in Brazil is 1,302 reais per month, and that equals out to about $260 a month. That's the minimum wage. Um, yeah, and a couple of things that were said in the video that I didn't quite understand when you were doing the interviews. Some people would say, "Oh, I make 2 times minimum or 2 times wages or something like that," or some one guy said 3 times wages. What does that mean? I didn't know what that meant at all.
Because they talk about it, one salary, two salaries, three.
So they have 2 jobs, you mean?
No, when they say, let's say the teacher, she received three salaries minimum. So one salary minimum, it's 1,350, let's say, per month.
1,302. You mean the minimum wage?
Yes, and she received it 3 times.
So that's a
Oh,
thing. When you go get a job, they say,
let's
"Okay, we're
say,
hiring
yeah,
you, and we pay you 2 times."
she received almost 4,000.
Well, three, yeah, 36, 3,600, 3,900 actually. But so, okay, so that's something that when you go to a job in Brazil, they say, "Yeah, we pay 2 times minimum," so you know that you make
Yes,
$2,600 a month. Okay, okay, that was a little bit confusing, but yeah, she makes pretty good money. She's a teacher. Yeah.
yes, because before, years ago, the teachers, they just received one salary minimum. One.
Saudi. Sorry, what's the drink today? Brahma. That should, like I say, that should be our sponsor. Saudi, everyone. Okay, so yeah, that's a good chunk of money. Um, 3 times minimum is about $720 a month. Not bad. Especially, I guess in Rio, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than other places, right? To live or no?
No.
You don't think so? Because remember, I was saying the story last week where this girl I knew a couple years back, she was saying, "Oh, if I make $500 or $600 in a month, that's great. Like I'd be really happy." I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, five or 600 US." So I was like, maybe that's where she lives. It's really good. I don't know. Okay.
Mhm. No,
Uh,
it's because, people's they expect it, they receive more than what they own. So maybe that's why. Let's say if she's a manicure, she's not make this money this much for months. You
yeah.
understand?
Hmm.
So
Erica A asked, do most Brazilians speak English?
no, I don't think so.
No.
Most Brazilians, they know a little bit what they learn in school.
Yes, but very little. Like they learn words,
Yes.
like Hinata keeps saying. They learn how to say flower and ball, the 2 words she always says.
And
But
most of the thing they learn, after some years, because they don't practice, they are out from school, they come
yeah,
like adult, so they forgot most of the things, because they learn how are you, what's your name, how are you doing. They learn the conversation in school, but because they not practice, then they grow in, they.
sorry, it's Eric A, not Erica. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So as Charles says, 5% of the population speak English. So conversational English, it's very small, and where you're going to find most of the English speakers is going to be in the tourist areas, Rio, Sao Paulo. Those are where you're going to find a lot of more. Well, not a lot, because even when I go to Rio, I meet maybe four or five people that speak English total. Everybody else that you kind of come across, you
Yes, when I go out to doing my interviews, some they say, "Oh, you want me to speak in English? You want me to answer in English?" You know, and I say, "Yes, it's going to be wonderful, good if you
yeah,
answer English. Then I don't need to translate."
but it's
And he
very
say,
rare.
"No, it's better not. Maybe I get confused. Maybe and you think, oh, okay."
Yeah, yeah, it's not a lot of people. Um, okay, JB says, um, I'm gonna make money in the States and live over there, working on that currently. Yes, that's the ideal scenario. If you can make money in the US, you can make US dollars and live in Brazil. Live in, let's be real, like I think they say 80% of the world, if you make US dollars, 80% of the world you can survive comfortably on $1,000. Like if you making US dollars in other countries, like you would still be like really good. So yeah, if you can go to Brazil, the money stretches. It's 5 to 1. You're making US dollars, it can go far. But that's why we need to see, because some people I hear in here say, "Oh, what if I'm making 3,000 a month?" Well, that's damn good. What if I'm making 4,000, 5,000 a month? Then you can really live nice. If you can make that consistently, you're making that kind of money and you're living in Brazil, you're good. So this is going to give you a kind of indication how much the people in Brazil make, how they're living there, so you can kind of see what you can do. And
Yeah,
I have
how
my
much?
calculator right here. So
Yeah, that's why I asking them how much they spend in the market for months,
yes,
how
very
many
good
people
questions.
are in his family.
Yeah, one thing you didn't ask though, you that I would have liked you to ask is, you asked how much people live in the family, but do any of the other people work? Is there just your income, or does the wife work? Does somebody else work that's bringing in money? I would have liked to know what the household income is. If, because you talked to a couple of guys that said, yeah, they live with their wife and their child or whatever. It would have been nice to know if their mother works too. But anyways, Eric A, 10K a month. Yeah, yeah, that's fantastic. You're living like a you're living good, man. 10K a month, you're rolling. But okay, let's, want to start the video, or is there something else you wanted to say?
Yes, just
Uh,
started.
where are your favorite cities in Brazil? You want to answer a couple more of these before we go? Let's knock these
Yeah,
out. What are your favorite cities in Brazil?
Salvador, Bahia.
SG is here. Salvador Bahia. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. King Tao, como vai? If I can get my Portuguese to the level of the equivalent of Renata's English, I'll be satisfied. Yes. Yes, because it's conversational. You'll be able to talk to people and they understand you, and you'll be able to understand them. Yeah. That's the thing. If you just need, you don't need a whole lot. You don't need to be fluent. You just need to be able to get your points across, and basic communication to start. Everything else will come to you as you practice.
Yeah, that's what I say. When you guys come to Brazil, the guys just practice a little bit, but they not speak well. When you guys come to Brazil, you guys just need to start to talk and try to be communicate. That's how I doing when I live in United States. I don't speak nothing in English when I'm there. So I just learn, try to talk. I'm listen, asking my ex, what does that mean? And pick up when people's talk and listen a little bit more, try to understand. And that's how I know.
Cool. Charles says, if you can make these moves in the next 5 to 10 years, all of this will eventually change. Make moves now, or start to set yourself up at least. Yeah. If you want to get out, and a lot of people are making this move because they're, thank goodness for the internet and all this education, we're able to get all this knowledge, all this experience from other people's experiences, show that, yeah, you can travel and have a little bit more freedom in life and get out to other places and discover new things and all that stuff. Um, okay, so let's go. Eric A says, yes, I'll learn as long as people speak slowly. Brazilians are very accommodating. They'll help you if they see that you want to learn. They'll help.
Yeah, you need to say fala devagar.
Renata Dennis, are you familiar with Brazilian stock ticker EWZ? I've heard that it will reach previous high within the next few years. Currently around 29. Previous highs were around the 100s. No, I'm not familiar with it. I'm studying trading right now, but I don't know about the Brazilian stock ticker. Do you know anything about that, Renata?
No.
Okay. Okay. Let's get going with the video. Or do you want to talk about any of the questions first? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. You good?
Good.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome to Brazil with Renata Lopes. And today I'm going to interview some people about their job, they work and their salary. It's very good info to you guys to know, because many guys they ask me, it's possible to survive about with 3,000 US, 6,000 US in Brazil. I'm here now in downtown Famalicão. It's many people working, many different professions. Let's see their job, what they do, and how much is the salary. Come with me. I hope you guys like, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Come. Hey guys, now I'm here with Michelle. What is your profession?
Professora.
Yeah, she's a teacher. How many hours that
Teacher.
you working per day?
São 5 horas por dia,
So,
de segunda a sexta.
she's working Monday to Friday, 5 hours a day. How much do you arrange per month?
Com hora extra, 3 salários mínimos. No Brasil, né? No caso, R$3.600.
She's received 2 salary minimums from Brazil. 2 salaries minimums, it's like 3,000 and let's say 600 reais per month. This salary, it's okay for you? No.
Não.
How much would you like to receive per month?
Pelo menos uns R$5.000.
She said to live good.
Hold on, I got to pause. Excuse me.
She say
2
3,000.
times salary. So that's about $2,600.
No, I think she says she received 3 salaries minimum, whereas 3,600 per month.
How much would you, let's say, 600?
3 salários mínimos.
Monday to Friday, 5 hours a day. How much do you arrange per month?
Com hora extra, 3 salários mínimos. No Brasil, né? No caso, R$3.600.
She's received 2 salary minimums from Brazil. 2 salaries minimums, it's like 3,000 and let's say 600 reais per month. This salary, it's okay for you? No.
Não.
How much would you like to receive per month?
Pelo menos uns R$5.000.
She said to live good, 5,000 reais per month. That's what she's wanted. Do you think in Brazil are expensive?
A saúde no Brasil é muito cara. A saúde é mais cara do que a alimentação.
Yeah, she said the health in Brazil, health insurance, something like that, about the health. It's much more expensive than the food in Brazil. How much do you spend on the market per month?
Em torno de salário mínimo, entre 1.200 e 1.300 reais por mês.
Yes, she says she's spending in the market every month like 1,200, 1,300, half her salary. How many people live with you?
Eu e uma filha, uma adolescente, 17 anos.
Yeah, it's live her and her daughter. She's 17 years old. That's how much she spent. That's how much her salary. I hope you guys like it. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Want to talk about this at all? So 3,600. It's about 700 and change. She makes a month. She says she's not happy with it. How many people did she say she lives with? 3 people?
Only her and her daughter.
Just her and her daughter.
She spends 1,200, 300 in a month.
That's crazy.
Market.
That's a third. Yeah. That's
Yes, because some people
food is expensive. And when you say market, you're talking food, right?
food. I talk about food because some people's like it's only her and her daughter, because some people's they survive with, let's say, just make market with one salary, but you see it's only her and her daughter. I'm sure they eat really good, they have
Yeah.
steak, they have chicken, they have expensive food. Normally they eat good, because some people's it's, let's say, it's 5 people's in a family, but they're not able to eat meat or chicken, like all the time. I'm sure they eat in some family, they're not able to buy yogurt or cheese, because that's some small things expensive, so I'm sure it's her and her daughter, but they eat good.
Yeah,
They
13.
have everything,
You're eating nice. Yeah, I was kind of like half of her money goes to food. Well, not really half, but a third. So, and I looked up the stats here. Ideally, you're supposed to spend 10 to 15% of your money on groceries. I don't know how realistic that is because food's expensive, man. Okay, let's continue.
Hey guys, now I'm here with Reginaldo. What is your profession?
Eu sou funcionário público.
He's working for the government. How many hours do you work per day?
Eu trabalho 8 horas diárias, 40 horas semanais.
He's working 40 hours per week and he's working 8 hours a day. How much do you earn per month?
Eu recebo em torno de 3 salários mínimos por mês.
He's received 3 salaries minimum from months.
Mais de 3 mil.
This salary is good for you?
Eu acho que poderia ser melhor, por causa do custo de vida aqui na cidade.
Yeah, he say it's not good because how much the cost for the things. He say it's possible, he's want to be better, the salary. How much do you like to receive per month?
Levando em consideração o custo de vida na cidade de Maricá, eu acho que eu receberia para viver confortavelmente, sem minha preocupação em relação a meus custos financeiros, em torno de 5 mil.
He say 5,000 per month for him. It's good to have a nice life. Do you think in Brazil are expensive?
Depende da região do Brasil que você mora.
He say it depends which location in Brazil that you live. How much you spend on the market per month?
Em torno de 1.500.
1,500 per month. How many people live with you? Quantas pessoas moram com você?
Moram 3 pessoas, eu, meu filho e a sua esposa.
3 persons. He's the son and his wife. Okay, guys, thank you. Obrigada.
Okay. So again, he makes 3 times the minimum wage, so about 3,600, which is around 700 and change. He says ideally he would like to make $5,000, 5,000 reais a month, and that is $1,000. That's about $1,000. So he would be happy, him with his wife and child making $1,000 US a month. He would be good. He would feel real good. And that's like right now he's making 36, so drop another 14 on top of that. So yeah, at $1,000, I know a lot of us in this room spoke before, and they said, "Oh, I need 5,000 to live. I need 3,000 to live." A family can survive there if you're living there, not living in the Airbnb or the expensive place on the strip, but just a regular home. 3-person family can survive on 1,000 and be good on $1,000 a month. So this is help kind of give you guys an indication here. Go ahead, Renata.
Yes. Like here and home, it's me, my mom, and my kids. 5 persons. I spend about 1,800 per month in market. So yes, because it's that's what I say. It's depends what you eat, what you have in the refrigerator, what you have in your in the kitchen. So it depends what you buy.
Yeah. Jeff asked what he'd like to know a pension plan in Brazil. Do you have those things? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Pensions. Do you know how any of that works, Renata?
Pensions.
When you retire, what the government gives you.
Yes. Yeah, people in Brazil, they get retired from the government. Also depends what is the salary. Like my dad, before he's receiving one salary, and if he's get retired now, he's supposed to be just receiving 2,500 per month for the government.
Okay. All right. I hope. Where does he live? Who? Renata did the interviews in Maricá. That's about an hour and a half east of like
Zona Sul area,
Zona Sul,
Copacabana.
Copacabana and stuff. I want to thank Ed Smith, Mr. Ed 13, for the $13.13 cash app. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the support, guys. Keep supporting. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, support the channel. You guys are getting great information here. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Hey guys, I'm here now with Matheus. What is your profession?
Eu sou auxiliar de estoque e também sou road produtor técnico de som.
When have concert, he's help with the cables, the cables around. How much hours do you work in per day?
Normalmente minha jornada durante a semana eu trabalho por volta de 5 horas e nos shows que eu trabalho são por volta de 6 a 7 horas por evento.
Yes, he say he's working in one job like 5 hours per day, and the other one it's like 7-8 hours, depends of the event. How much do you earn per month?
Então, eu tenho uma média salarial na empresa, né, obviamente, mas os meus salários em relação a shows, eles são rotativos por evento. Mas em média eu recebo por volta de R$1.400 a R$1.500 no mês.
He's receiving 1,400, 1,500 reais per month. Do you think this salary is good for you?
Em relação ao meu estilo de vida, eu consigo me manter bem, pagar minhas contas, e eu sempre sobra um pouco em relação a poder curtir e aproveitar com o que eu faço. Então, me satisfaz.
He said the salary is good for him because it's only by his own. This money for him to live here, it's enough. He can eat, he can have a little bit extra for have fun. How much would you like to receive every month?
Apesar de na minha casa eu ter os gastos em relação a eu e meu avô, que somos só nós dois, juntando os nossos salários a gente sempre consegue se manter bem e nunca fazer faltar nada. Mas se eu conseguisse ganhar por volta de uns 2 mil por mês, mais ou menos, já me satisfaria bastante.
He say 2000 something, it's enough for him. Do you think that in Brazil are expensive? Você acha que no Brasil é caro?
Assim, tendo em vista aí em relação à minha cidade particularmente, é uma cidade que se desenvolve bem e tem um custo de vida até que baixo em relação a outros pontos que são mais turísticos. Então, em comparação com a média do que minha cidade ganha e, obviamente, em relação ao salário que a maioria do que é gasto aqui, eu não acho que seja algo caro, não. Eu acho que é algo bem plausível.
He say because his city where he's live, the area, it's okay. He's not think it's that expensive. How much do you spend on the market per month?
Assim, normalmente quando eu faço as minhas compras eu gasto por volta de 300 a 400 reais por mês, mas tendo em vista que na minha casa são apenas 2 pessoas, então não é tanto gasto em relação à maioria das famílias.
He spend 350, 400 real per month. How many people live with you?
Só eu e meu avô, só 2 pessoas na minha casa.
Yeah, it's only 2 persons in his house. His grandpa and him. So that's why it's not so much expensive, guys. Okay, take care, guys. Bye. Obrigada, hein? Now
Okay. So, one, I'd like to just say it's nice to see somebody that is content. He says this is how much money he makes, and he says, I'm good. I live just me and his grandfather live together. He doesn't need more. You wouldn't hear that from somebody in the US. Everybody's always like, I need more.
You see, he's have 2 jobs. You know, one of the jobs, the first one, it's in the market. You know, he's take the things when come to the market, the food, and he's just put back in the correct place.
He stocks the food. Yeah.
Yes. And then the other one, that's when have event, he's make extra, you know, like he's working with the cable, electricity, when have events, something like that.
It's nice. Like I said, it's nice to see him content. How much did he make? He said he makes 2 times the minimum.
He said he's make 1,000 because stockist in Brazil, you know, not receiving much. I don't think they receive a 1 salary exactly. They receive I think less than this.
But he says he makes 2. He makes 1,400 and then another 1,000 something. Didn't I hear that right?
I think he's just say he's receiving 1,500.
Okay. And he spends, I think he said he spends like 400 reais a month on food.
300 something in a month.
Yeah, crazy.
Food. And he say he's have also some money left to go out and enjoy. So it's only his own. So he's good with that.
I want to thank Eric. I don't want to say your last name. So if you want to put your hand up in the room, Eric with the $10 Cash App. Thank you, Eric. Much appreciated. Raise your hand if you're sure. It's Eric. Is it Eric? Eric A. Yes. Thank you, sir. He does have a question. He says, does housing cost less than food? Like housing, the rent, is it? Are you spending more money on food than you would on your mortgage or your rent?
Depends. It depends where you live, the house, you know, because you can rent a nice house with 4 rooms for 800 a month. But of course, it depends 800 reais. It depends the area. You know, if you work in the Zona Sul area, of course, you don't get this price. You know, but you can live more inside from the outdoor area, and you can have a house, let's say for 1,700 reais. You can get a house with swimming pool inside Rio. you know. And outside, sometimes you pay more expensive because the area where you live.
Yeah, it just depends where you're at. Do you know like Niterói area where you were last week?
Yes, the internet, it's about
No,
100.
Niterói.
What?
That beach that you were at last time with, and it had so many apartments there. Do you know if that's an expensive area?
There, I don't think it's expensive. You know, you can rent an apartment there for 1,000. That's what I say, 70, 1,200 yes per month.
Okay. You have Backpack Mo. What's up, sir? He says happy belated Mother's Day, Hanata. Yes, happy Mother's Day and happy belated birthday. It was Hanata's birthday yesterday, so
Thank you. Thank you.
congratulations on making it another year.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
What else? Yeah. So yeah, if I think in general, what it seems like you can definitely possibly be spending more money on food than accommodations. I mean, I guess it depends on how you want to eat, but you know, you can get rent pretty cheap if you're planning to stay there for a long time. Get in a decent area, and you're staying outside of the tourist area. You can get accommodations fairly reasonable. Black Chairman says happy birthday, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Okay. Yes, everybody's okay. Classy perspective, happy belated birthday and Mother's Day. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, everybody's saying it now. MG is here. Yes. Eric A. Yes. Everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Show
I
the
appreciate
love.
it.
Show the love. Buy her a drink. You know?
Thank you, everybody.
Buy a slice of cake. Okay, let's continue with the video. Here we go.
Yes, let me say something. Wait.
Yes.
My oldest daughter,
Your oldest
she
daughter.
and her, yeah, she and her boyfriend, they make a cake for me. And the cake have my picture laying in the beach. And then when I cut the cake, Sabrina, my young daughter, 7 years old, she's very happy because she eat my head, you know? And then everybody wants to eat a second piece of cake because it's very good. And she fight with people because she say, and she's want to have the second one, but she want the part for my butt. And she's scream loud. She say, I want to eat my mom's butt now. And people, they laughing.
Mm.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's funny when she's, no, that's my part for the cake. I want this part now. I already eat her head. Now I go to eat her butt.
Okay. There it is, man. Kids are
Oh,
lovely, aren't they? All right. Let's go. Happy birthday.
thank you.
I'm here with Lucas. What is your profession?
Sou guarda de trânsito.
He's what's called safety guy out in the street, similar policeman, but for the traffic. How much
Traffic cop.
hours do you work in per day?
Então, eu trabalho 12 por 36, que é um dia sim, dia não, no caso.
He's working 12 for 36. One day yes, the other day not. How much do you earn for month?
Em torno de 2.000.
He say 2,000 reais. Is this salary good for you?
Ah, pro custo de vida que a gente tem aqui não tá muito bom não, podia ser melhor.
He say no. The salary is supposed to be much better. How much do you like to receive per month?
Ah, de 3 a 4.000 aqui.
He say 3 for 4,000. That's good for him. Do you think in Brazil are expensive?
Algumas coisas sim, algumas coisas não. Depende muito do lugar onde é que a gente tá.
He says some things yes, it's expensive, some things not. Also depends which place that you are. How much do you spend on the market per month? Quanto que você gasta no mercado por mês?
Mais de R$ 1.000.
He say much more than 1,000 reais. How many people live with you?
3.
3 persons. Okay, guys. Bye. Hey, guys.
Okay, let's pause. How much did he say he makes a month?
2,000.
2,000. And he said he would be happy with 3 to 4,000. So not bad. You know. So anywhere between $500 and $1,000. I haven't heard anybody say over
It's leave him,
over
his
1,000
father.
US so far.
It's leave him, his father, and his girlfriend.
Okay. So 3 people in the house. He makes about what did he say he makes?
He say he's make 2,000. He's spend 1,000 in the market for
So
food.
half of his money goes to food, and he's making 2,000. So 2,000 reais. So that's about $600-700 a month, and he would be very happy with making anywhere between $750 to $1,000 or $1,000 US dollars a month. So I hope this gives an indication. Eric A asks, your daughter cooks? Her eldest daughter cooks. The daughter she was talking about that makes the cake is a little.
The ones make the cake. She's 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She's cook like few things. I don't let her because I'm afraid. She's in the kitchen. So like with boiled water or hot oil, when they doing French fries. I'm really afraid with that. I don't let her make beans because the pan with the pressure pan. So, but it's okay if she's want to make rice or eggs, these small things.
Charles says, a gente sempre quer fazer mais dinheiro. I don't blame them.
Huh?
They don't. Well, they want to make more, but they're not. I think it's reasonable what they're saying. It's nothing crazy. And like I said, some people like that other guy before. He was like, "No, I'm good. I make enough to live, to eat, and go out every once in a while," and he's happy. So,
Yes.
but you ask anybody in the U.S., and they're gonna always
But
say, "Yeah, I need
it's
more money. I need more. I need more."
Yeah, it's just to give you guys some idea, how the peoples they survive, where it's make good, condition for they have a good life. Because peoples they have this salary, but they get difficult moments because they want to go in a restaurant, they want to enjoy the weekend, they want to go into the beach, and all these things it's cost. Like my brother, he's not enjoy these things because his salary it's for pay the house, it's for pay for the food, it's for pay for school, and he's not able to go out in the weeks and enjoy with his wife, the kids, come visit me because he's not have extra. The salary is not enough. So when a lot of people are in this situation, that's why they say if they receive a 4,000 to 5,000 a month, for them it's good. They can enjoy the weekends. They can make plans doing other things.
Okay. MG is here is asking when will you see us speaking Portuguese? This is for Americans and foreigners, English speakers. It's not a Portuguese channel. Eu vou falar português logo. Now, agora. In the future. Okay, let's continue with the video.
Here with Diogo Droza. What is your profession?
Eu sou ator.
He's actor. How many hours do you work in per day?
Então, eu com o trabalho de ator, eu tenho,
Sempre tem horas.
tenho tipo, horários diferentes, assim,
Intercalados.
às vezes eu tenho ensaios de segunda a sexta, de 5 a 11 horas da noite. Às vezes eu tenho ensaio de sexta a sábado. Não é bem o horário britânico,
Yes.
que é de 8 às 5, mas
He's don't have exactly 1 hours, for work, but he say he's working in the weekend, sometime practice like 5 to 11 o'clock p.m. How much do you earn per month?
então, como eu sou ator, o meu cachê geralmente é fechado, assim, então eu recebo em média de 5 mil. Às vezes tem contrato de mais no mês, mas assim, eu não tenho.
5.000 seria, né?
Uma
Yes.
renda média.
Yeah, he say more or less 5,000. Sometimes more. Is this salary is good for you?
Assim, supre as necessidades, mas eu não me contento com esse salário. Eu quero ser milionário.
He say it's helped him a lot, his salary, but he's want to be millionaire. How much would you like to receive it per month?
Um salário fixo por mês, um salário de 50 mil, estaria bom. Estaria ótimo.
He say 50,000 in a month. That's really good for him. Do you think it in Brazil are expensive?
Então, no momento de pandemia, as coisas ficaram bem caras, bem difíceis aqui no Brasil. E, assim, mudou o governo aqui no Brasil atualmente e preços caíram, mas tem bastante coisas ainda para melhorar. Ainda chego no mercado e fico revoltado.
Yeah, he say because the COVID's before, then the prices, for the pandemic, then the price is going much higher. But now, after the government is changed, so now the price is a little bit more low, but still, sometimes when he's going to market, the price is increased. It's big. How much do you spend on the market per month?
Em média de 400, 500 reais. Mas não comprando tudo que eu quero comprar. O essencial, o arroz, o feijão, a carne, mas não tudo.
He say 450, 500, like just buy a few things what he's need. Not all the thing he's wanted, but what he's need, it's like this price. How many people live with you?
Mora eu, 2 cachorros e 3 gatos. Mas eu sou solteiro, moro sozinho.
Yeah, he say live with him 2 dogs. Quantos gatos? 2 cachorros?
3 gatos e
3
2...
cats. Yeah, 2 dogs and 3 cats, but he's single, he's live alone. Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, leave comments, and follow me on Instagram.
Okay. Cool. Ed Smith.
You
So-
see,
What?
he's want to receive about 50,000.
50. Whoever said, somebody said that they what about 10? That's like 10 grand. But yeah, that guy, yeah, I mean, yeah, he wants to be rich. Ed Smith says, alguns que nos na sala sabem pouco de português, mas ainda não são fluent. Yes, but we got to remember this is for if we start speaking Portuguese or a lot of the shows Portuguese, then we're excluding a lot of people because most of these people here are trying to get to Brazil. They're trying to experience Brazil. So, but I know we will have I got to get the teacher back in here for people that want to learn and stuff like that. But yeah, we're not trying to talk Portuguese right now. It's all good, but if you know some Portuguese, that's great, man. That's everybody should learn. If you're planning to go to Brazil, it'll take you so much further if you just get a little bit in your pocket before you go. Um, okay, so do you want to talk about this guy? So this guy wants to be rich. He's already making a lot of money, 5,000 a month. So he's making that $1,000 US a month, and he's happy. He wants to be rich, but he's happy. So that 1,000 US for the average Brazilian is a good amount of money. Like you can live, especially if you're going to Brazil. You're not going to a family. You're not unless you're going and you're bringing your kids and you're bringing people. But if you're going down there and you want to live, especially if you're by yourself, 5,000 or 1,000 US dollars can serve you. So I hope that helps people, because we get these questions all the time. How much do I need? How much can I survive on? Now, if you're in Copacabana and you're in a Airbnb or in a hotel, that's a whole different story. And it also depends. This is for people that they're not partying and going to clubs and ordering bottles and doing all that VIP stuff. They're living normal lives where they work, they have their grocery bills, they pay their bills, they have a place to live. They're doing normal things like that, nothing super extravagant. So if you want to come as a foreigner and do a lot of other things, this is where you're going to have to start scaling up and saying, okay, well, I want to party this much. So every weekend I'm going to go out, or every day I'm going to go out. I need an extra, whatever, $50
Yeah.
a day, $100 a day, whatever it is.
Yes, that's what I say, for you guys who is retired, receive your like $3,000, $6,000 in a month, can come in Brazil and have good life. But it's depends, of course, what you're going to spend. You're not able, let's say, to go out every weekend, hang out, have some, expensive extra, but you can rent a nice house. You can buy a food and market, all these things, because you see, we are able to do. Why you're not, guys? Because the salary is much more than what we receive in Brazil. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So depends how you want to live. It depends how you want to live. What are you doing every night or every other night? Are you drinking? Are you partying? Are you taking people out? JB says his limit would be 2,500 to 3,500 a month, and I mean that's good. That's I mean, if you're trying to live there and you get a place, great. When I was there, I was going week by week in an Airbnb, and I was spending about 1,200, $1,300 US a month on living like where I was living. So I know that's not the smartest thing, but the first couple of times I went to Brazil, I stayed in Copa, stayed in Rio, and I wasn't sure about getting a long-term place. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to be in a place that I wasn't happy with. And yeah, I was just paying week to
Yeah.
week. I pay
A
about
lot,
$200 a week.
a
Or
lot of guys, they are retired. I have some friends, they are retired. They live for many years in the same apartment.
yeah, if
This,
you
but they come, like 2, 3 times in years in Brazil.
Mhm.
And they have a friends when they are here, and they rental his apartment for his friends. So when he's not in Brazil, his friend can stay in his apartment for much more less than what he's supposed to be paid in ABM,
Airbnb.
Airbnb. So he's made money because he's living in apartment, he's paid the rental, but he's come like 2, 3 times all the time to Brazil, and he's have friends here. They come from Brazil, spend some times, and I saw that he's rental his apartment. So it's much cheaper if you have a contract for a long period. Let's say most the places in Brazil now, the contract, if you want to rent or something longer, It's have contract minimum for 3 years. But you also can get some places they rental for 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get the long, and I think the long time starts at 3 months or 4 months. The longer, obviously, you're in an apartment, the cheaper it can be. And I had a friend that was in Copa, like 1 or 2 blocks away from where I was staying, and she was paying 300 reais a month for her apartment. It wasn't like a great apartment, but it wasn't. It was in the same block like I was in.
300 reais?
Three, yeah,
300 reais?
300.
And Copacabana? She's must
No,
live
no,
with,
sorry,
right?
$300
Oh, okay.
a month, and I was paying 300 a week, 300, 325. Like,
Yes, and Copacabana, you guys can find apartment for 1,700, 800 reais for months.
yeah,
But you need to get the contract for at least 1 year with this apartment.
yeah,
And it's not big, it's small, let's say 3 rooms, toilet, living room, or bedroom, and the kitchen.
yeah. Eric A is asking or saying that, you mean I have to cook my own food? Well, you don't have to. I would spend, if like something that I was typically doing when I first went there. I'd go down to this restaurant that was right across the street from the beach, and I would buy a meal that consists. It was like a whole chicken, and it came with rice, vegetables, French fries, and all of that would cost me about 108 reais, about $20, 21, $22. But that meal would last me like a few days, maybe even 3 days. If I mean, it depends on how you eat, but that's a meal that you can't
That's
eat
what
that by yourself.
that's what I say. How much you pay there? 100 and something.
Like $108 for that meal, or
Yeah.
any meal. Like
You
say I
know
bought
how
pasta
much?
or whatever, it would be like a couple of days worth of food for me.
Yeah, you know how much you pay if you are inside Rio? You pay 40 reais for
That's the
that meal.
difference. That's the difference. So the same meal would
Whole
have been half.
chicken, whole chicken cook, some rice, some let's say salad potatoes, some things together.
Yeah, and like when you buy these meals, you don't buy, like when you order the meal, that's what it comes with, but it's technically for a table or for at least two people. Like you don't just order, how here you can order a leg and then you get whatever. You order this meal and it comes all that food. So, obviously it would be cheaper if you went to the supermarket and you bought food and you cooked it, but some of us don't have time for all that. I personally don't like cooking in a Airbnb because they don't usually have all the things you need. Then you're gonna have to go buy oil and spices and this and that. It's not like a complete kitchen. So I mean, it depends what you're doing, but yeah, it depends how much you eat, what you want to eat. If you're going out to restaurants every night, but with the exchange, it's not that bad. I mean, you could end up spending. It's going to be cheaper than what you'd spend here eating. I don't know how much money I spend. That's probably my biggest. Well, no, it's not. But I don't. It just depends on what you want to eat, and then what your vices are. Are you drinking? Are you going to the club? Are you going to the bars? Are you entertaining? Are you going out on dates? And because then that's when things can start piling up. So this is just the basic expenses on how to live. Everything else is extra, and you should really add that on. So if you could say I could live okay for $1,000 US a month, or say 1,500, just to put a padding, then you're gonna have to say, okay, now what do I need for entertainment? If I go out this many times a week, every time I go out, maybe I spend I don't know, $30, 40. If you go out with friends and you go get a table and get some bottles, maybe you spend $40 or $50 for the night. How many times a week are you doing that? Calculate it out. You don't want to get into a situation where you're stressing about money when you're down there. So,
Yeah, somebody want to come and talk about it,
oh yeah,
expensive things, what they buy, what did they experience when they are here in Brazil.
I'll throw that link up for Hanata. There's the link for anybody that wants to come in. Um,
And
they're asking about football players, how much money they get paid over there. Do you know? Do you ever hear anything like that? Like, oh, this player got this contract for this much money?
yeah, they receive a lot, but I don't know how to say how much exactly because I'm not into
Oh,
football. I watching, I listen because for me to see my team lost, and all the time when I watch the game they lost, so I just start to feel more. In the beginning I think, oh, it's really good, I watching it, but after I see they start to lost when I watch it, I stop to follow the
too
games.
emotional.
Now I just want to know the end, what's the result, you know so
Um, Lucas Balchunas says, oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Live travel tours, one bedroom in Copacabana for 300 USD. Yes, that's what I was saying. This because I remember she was moving out of the country and she said, "Do you want my apartment? I have it for another certain amount of months." And she said, "I could talk to the owner and you can take over." But I didn't go there. But yeah, it was 300 US dollars a month. Like 300, okay, I think it was 300 and it was she was paying 300, but she said that she could get it for me for 340 a month. So you can get them cheap if you get a long term. uh
yeah,
if
but
you
I'm sure she have the contract like to stay 1 year
Yeah, that's what I
and
mean.
to
if you
stay, you know
if you can get long term, and if you can kind of go down there and just meet some people first, because obviously if you went to that woman, she would charge you, she would give you the little bit of a gringo tax, I'm sure. So or maybe there's websites, Senata, I'm sure of that too, that you can go on and see apartments for rent. And maybe the best thing to do is go on some of these rental sites, so they don't
yeah.
really, so that you could see what the cost is, so that you're not
Oh,
negotiating when you go there and then they're trying to up the price for you.
yeah, I recommend going to it's one app in Brazil where peoples in Brazil, when they look houses, apartments for rental, you can choose a short period or a long period because it's say temporary, or just want to rent for a long period. Then it's the name of this app, how to say, app, not
App
app,
application.
app, yes, it's OLX.
Hold on, sorry guys, in the chat, please be nice to each other. I don't want to have to start putting people on timeout here. So none of the, come on, man. This is, it's all about love in this room. Anyways, go ahead, Hinata.
Yes, but it's OLX. If you guys search and this app, not app, right?
App or
Yes,
application.
just put in your phone and just search for Brazil area and then which city you want it, and then you put rental or buy.
What's it
You know,
called?
LOX. It's
LOX.
purple. Yeah, it's purple.
Okay.
Yes, that's what most the peoples they use in Brazil. Also, the foreign guys who's now this also for rental. You can rent for short period, and you can rent for long period, and also have lands there with prices, have a house there to buy apartments. You can choose the area in Rio, inside Rio, where you want.
Yeah.
And of course, if you rent all the apartment without furniture, it's much more cheap than with furnitures.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, but who's bringing furniture?
Well, if you're going to live for a long period, of course. I have a friend, he's bringing the pictures, everything he scanned for, but he's lived there for years in
Hmm.
his apartment, you know.
I'm gonna add share
So
screen.
he's, yes, he's, I don't think all it's only, you know, for the apartment.
Yeah, here's the site, and it's for different countries. But
It's look different. All LX, another
OL,
language. Hmm.
yeah, but there's different ones. What I suggest to do, I mean, what I did was I went and rented a couple of places just to kind of get to know the area, see what I like, and then just talk to the owners. Sometimes they're around and they're available, and oh, do you have other apartments? Do you know other people that are renting? And you could find out different places. But yeah, there's plenty of websites to go to. You can do a lot of research. Um,
Bum, 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 bum. Well,
the future. Okay, so any questions? I don't know if I got to go back here and miss. If anybody has any questions that I missed, ask it again. I think I got everything so far. And for anybody that wants to come in, Hinata likes talking to you guys live. I put up the link for her already. I just put it up again. Um, why am I getting an echo? Who's that? Hinata. You got it playing in the background?
no, it's not me.
Oh, okay. All right. Uh,
It's not me.
yeah. So I hope this helps you guys. I mean, there's always speculation. Different people say different things. Oh, you need 3,000 a month, 4,000 a month, 5,000 a month.
Here, I just downloaded. Here, they ask already for the location.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Then I just put automatic location, but you guys can choose. And here, it's have the filter. Here, it's a filter.
Yes. The
That's
filter.
mean that's where you put what you're looking for.
How many bedrooms?
The
All
first
that.
one, the first one, it's the place where you look. You can put Salvador, Bahia, Rio, São Paulo. And then the middle one, it's categoria. If you look for a car or for a house or for furnitures or for cell phones. And then here you put what exactly, like if you want to rental, let's say for a long period or short period, and if you look for the house or apartments, you know. But that's the page.
Yep. So, guys, now you got a little bit more info. She can shop around, but come here first. See what's up. See where you want to live. I wouldn't really recommend. Well, I guess it depends on who you are, right? But I wouldn't recommend staying long term in the tourist area because, and the reason I say that, because you'll be living like a tourist, and if you're gonna try to live in Brazil long term, maybe you should go a little bit further in.
Yeah, here's it's a house for rental.
See that house? 390 reais. Or what?
No,
Eight?
no, the top one it's
Oh, 330,000.
850.
Oh, 850 reais a month.
Yes, the other one down is for buy.
Click on that. Let's see the rooms. Is it furniture?
Have 13 pictures.
Okay, nice little house. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
red flag.
What's a red flag?
When you see titles to the
Tiles?
middle, yeah, that's red flag.
Why?
The house is nice, but when you see even the living room, it's like that
Well, why is that a red flag?
because the
Hu-
humidity.
humidity.
You see the full house, it's like that. So that's mean also the area out. So that's mean when it's rain, it can get full, or the some people's they doing that because the humidity it's coming up in the wall, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's why some people's they doing like that.
Oh, okay.
So when you see house with the titles up, that's a problem.
Okay. All right. JB says I heard electronics is expensive in Brazil. Electricity or electronics? Electronics, yes.
Electronics, they are expensive in Brazil.
Oh, Ed Smith is asking if I got the answer about the Rio, the free gyms outside. Yes, yes, I saw Hinata sent me the pictures. So it looks like, yeah, there's some gyms with weights. I've never seen it, but there's places that you can go work out that have weights outside as well. Let me ask you this. So what do? You go and you pay,
No,
like,
it's for free.
oh, it's free. Okay.
You
So
know, I saw
is that
in
a
some
government
places.
program?
I saw in some places only few. You don't see too much in Brazil, but it's some people's. They going together and they make the things in home. They take the ironing. You know,
The iron bars.
yeah, and they make. They get a bucket. They put concrete inside
Hmm.
and they stick there, and then they make this thing for you guys doing. For people's doing exercise.
Right. But then they just carry it out there, and then people
No,
are you
it's
expected to donate money when you go, or
no, it's stay there. It stay there.
live travel tours says there's a tab to change the language to English on there at the OLX. Yes, 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 yes. It's good to look at these apps. So you can kind of see what you can get for your money.
No, L or X. I don't think it's possible to put the page translate for English.
Yeah, he says there's a tab there.
It's
Oh,
possible.
he's asking, is there a tab to change the
No,
language? You
no.
sure? I think
Normally, what the father for my daughter he's doing when he's buy things there or when he's look for things there, he's take a pictures because they put the when they sell or rental places, they put prescription on there under, and then he's take a picture with screenshot, and then he's going to the translator to the Google Translate, and he's translate the page what he's take the picture
okay.
because some guys maybe they don't know about it. You can translate a page in a Google, a picture. If you see a picture, you possible take the screen picture, and then
Yeah,
you go all
it looks like
OLX. I don't think have option for English language.
I think it does on the web, on the internet version, not the phone app, because I just when I opened it, it said translate to English.
Yeah, but this one that you show, I don't know, it's the same because all LX, it's a purple color with the letters different color.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
That's what I say. I don't see they have in English.
No, I'm looking at it right now. English, 4-bedroom apartment for sale, Alto de Boa Vista, Sao Paulo, 4-bedroom apartment. Yeah, you can on the. I'll pull it up and show you.
Yeah, just put this one so in a link, maybe.
Share screen. So yeah, I just put in South Brazil apartments. So yeah, I think on maybe not on the phone app, but on the website you can translate it.
Yeah, there in a corner.
And it doesn't make sense that it would only be in Portuguese anyways, because it's look at all the different countries it had that you can check out. It can't be not have English, my opinion. What else? Well, thank you, Ed Smith, for that info on the gym. That's good to know. That's good for everybody to know. As far as the electronics, there's a electronics tax in Brazil. So if you buy electronics there, it's like double the money. Like it's literally, I think it's 98% tax on electronics goods, like phones, computers, things like that. That's why, a lot of people will bring. There's actually a market for people that bring electronics to the U.S. or to Brazil when they go there, and then they sell them because it's so expensive. Imagine a phone that you buy an iPhone here, it's $1,000, and it's 2,000 US when you go to Brazil. So yeah, it's and same thing for laptops, any kind of electronics, there's a tax on it. Very, very, very expensive. So be prepared for that. Bring an extra phone when you go in case you lose one, or just be prepared to pony up some money. When Hanata gets back, we'll answer that question. Racket Club. JB says, I have a gym in the hotel. Yes, that's nice, but it's nice to get out too. People, it's a workout kind of place. People are very healthy. When you walk along the beach, go out in the morning, go for a walk or a run, and then you see people working out on the beach. They bring exercise equipment. They have bars and things that they do, pull-ups and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to get out sometimes. Put some music on there. What else? Oh, Hinata, Racket Club asks, what are some nice neighborhoods to live in Rio besides the tourist areas?
Some nice what?
Neighborhoods.
In Rio to live?
Mm-hmm. Outside of the tourist areas.
I suggest like Maricá.
That's where Renata lives, Maricá.
Búzios. I suggest Cabo Frio, I suggest these places. Like Recreio, it's nice also. Barra da Tijuca. It's not exactly, same as in Copacabana, Ipanema.
Yes. Backpack Mo says Leblon is a nice neighborhood, but it's expensive. It's the most expensive.
Yes.
But very nice. Yes. And it's a tourist area, so he's asking about outside the tourist areas.
Yeah, just going to Recreio, Búzios, Cabo Frio. I know Búzios is also tourist area. Cabo Frio is not the same as Búzios. you know. But it's good areas.
Las Vegas Sports Talk. What's up? He says, is that why they steal them from the tourists? Well, yeah, it's expensive. When you're walking around and you're holding your phone out like this, that's why they always say, be careful. Watch your phone. Don't walk and not know what's going on. And especially where there's bike paths, so people are riding their bikes on the street. You can't be holding your phone out like that, because that's a month's salary for somebody or more. Imagine a new iPhone will cost you 2,000 US in Brazil.
Yeah,
That's 10,000 reais. That's for somebody that comes from the favela. That's like 6 months worth of money. So you got to be careful with that stuff. Same thing with cameras. They're expensive. Be careful.
yeah, but I can see it. Some guys, they don't care about it, you know. Some guys don't think Rio it's this dangerous. When I'm around the last time in Zona Sul and Copacabana, I can see it. It's guys walking in gold, and that it's gold. It's not a fake. I see they walk and and I saw they walk with phone. It's see like they feel very confidence. It's see like if somebody come to try to get it, it's see they are in. It's look like impressed. They are in a good fight. They run for
Yeah,
it.
I think if you walk around with like, I've never had a problem there. I walk with my phone. I use my phone, but I'm aware of what's going on around me, and I don't stay close to the path, especially when there's not a lot of people or a lot of cars. So you just got to be careful, because they're it's more opportunistic robberies. It's like when they see a woman or somebody old with something that they can grab and take off and get away. That's when they'll try to do something. So for most of, I think most of the guys here, if you look like you're gonna give somebody a problem, they're not gonna attack you. Like, for the most part, like, they're not coming out in gangs trying to like bully people. They don't want any problems. They don't want to fight. So they're not gonna look at somebody that looks capable,
Yeah,
or
most of
somebody
the
that
time
looks like they can run them down. It's gonna be
most
people they can try to.
yeah, most of the time what I see, they look for the old ladies with bags, purse. They just grab and they run like crazy.
Yeah. So I once saw something when it was about 8 o'clock in the morning. I went for a walk down on the strip in Copa, and I was walking, and this guy was coming up this side on a bike, like a bicycle. He was a pretty big dude. Like, he looked like he was pretty fit, and there was a old man walking with two old women, and I just heard a noise, and I turned around and I saw the guy. He was riding his bike, and he tried to grab the woman's phone, and he didn't get it. So he grabbed and he missed. I guess the woman pulled back fast enough, and it's not like he stopped, got off the bike, and wrestled her for it. He just, like, he missed his opportunity, and he just casually kept riding his bike, and everybody was kind of looking at him. It was early, so there wasn't a lot of people there, but I was almost for a second there thinking I should just run up to that guy and just kick him off his bike. But then, I'm not going to be stupid. Who knows who that guy is and what he can do if he has something on him. But I was also looking around to see if there was police, because there's usually police here or there on the strip. But that's how he was very brazen. It was not in the middle of the night, and he just tried to grab her phone. If he got the phone, I'm sure he would have just pedaled away and got the phone. So that's the kind of things that kind of happen. So you got to be aware. And yeah, you don't need to wear your gold. You don't need to get fancy. You just don't need those things. There's a reason why you don't see a lot of that in Brazil, because it can be dangerous, and it's not something that you don't need to do it. Yeah, and don't get into nothing with these guys because you just don't know. You don't know who's around you, and who knows, man. Just be careful.
That's what I say for you guys, who stay longer all the time when you guys come to Brazil. Just bring a cheap phone for you. Just put some SIM card. Leave your personal phone in the apartment, in the hotel. Just take the cheap one out for you going to the internet or contact somebody. Because once you get your phone, all your picture, all your information, it's going, and then it's late. So just take one cheap phone when you guys go out. No, that's what I see most the guys experience. They come to Brazil, that's what they do. They have two phones and they use the cheap one
Have
when they
you
go
ever
out.
heard of anybody getting like I know some things will happen on the beach. Say you're sitting on the beach and you have your phone on and then somebody comes by and takes it without you even noticing. Things like that will happen. But have you ever heard of somebody getting their phone snatched, like taken from them? I have never heard of that. I don't think they would
Well, in a beach,
anywhere.
sometimes it's kind of like in a beach, sometimes you sit in a beach. That's why sometimes some guys, they don't care how much if they pay expensive in certain area in a beach. Because sometimes in a beach it happens, it's not common, that's not happens all the time, but in a beach sometimes it's about, let's say, 12, 15 guys. They come around in a beach and they come start to steal all the purse, the phones, everything of people's in the beach. And people's, they run, and people, they scream. It's people's, they get, because some guys, they have a knife. Some guys, they just run and start to get everything. And you see in this moment, you see when all the beaches try to run because they don't know what happens. You only hear people scream far away,
You're
and you see
brave, man.
people
Because I see
run for
these
far away.
police walking around with like M16 looking guns. I'm like, who's trying to do that? But hey, but then I've
So
also seen police like have guys, like 8 guys lined up on the ground, like with their hands tied, and obviously these kids did something,
right, right.
that's the
That's
kind of
why
thing.
sometimes I have one friend, he's going to beach all the time when he's here in Brazil. And he's always pay 70 reais for the chair or for umbrella, or only for the chair and one drink. He's pay expensive. And I asked him, why you come this place all the time? This place is expensive. This place, it's you come here almost every day and you spend like 70 umbrella chair, 70 reais every day. And he said, yes, because I come to this place because not matter how much I pay, but I know this place, it's safe. Nothing's going to happen to me. Everybody's know him.
Yeah, I can see that.
My internet is bad. My internet is bad. So he say he's pay expensive, yes, but he's pay for his safety. Because everybody know the guy there in this area in the beach, and he feels safe when he's there. If something happens to him, he's known the guy, know the responsible who's do it, and he's thinking never going to happen something bad to him there.
Yes, it's easy to get complacent because like I'm complacent. Because I've never had any problems, but maybe I look like somebody doesn't really want to like run up on me. Maybe, nobody wants to take a risk they don't have to take. So they usually, I'm going to say, they going to go the less risky route and go after people that they feel that they can totally take advantage of. I have a friend that lived, the girl that had that $300 a month apartment. Somebody grabbed her phone once, and it's because she's a woman, she's small, it's they figured they just, and she said it was like a skinny guy. He looked like he was like 14, 15, and he just ran out of his flip-flops and just ran up the street, and I'm sure he just ran back to his favela, right?
Why she's gonna run and kick him?
let's be real. No woman is running after a guy and fighting him for the like. That would be stupid. But
Why not? If she's a fight woman
it doesn't matter. Fighting woman is for
or
defense.
woman,
Huh?
if she's a sport or fight woman,
Yeah, but
if she's a good fight, why not? Because most of these times the guy they don't have nothing. They don't have even a
yeah,
knife.
most of the times. But it's that one time that you get into something with somebody, you get your face slashed or something, and then you're sitting the next 5 years going, man, why didn't I just let it go? It's just a phone. Like
Yes.
you know what I mean? It's easy to say, oh, if I would do this, I would do that. No, you're in another country. Don't mess around. It's not worth it.
If I get soul for some kid, less the older than me, oh my god, I run to them.
Okay, Hannah.
I fight with them.
Okay, buddy.
Yes.
Yes. You go fight the men, Renata. Go ahead. Let's see how that works out for you. Can you chase them down as a man? I wouldn't, because you don't know when something happens, you don't know what's going on around you. You don't have that awareness. You could chase somebody and they could have their friends right there waiting for you. They could have their friends right on the next block, and those guys run there, and then you chase, and then
No, they can do nothing about it. That's not how working, because only if you are in the area where they live, in different area. But when you are in Copacabana and you steal somebody, you need to run. And you can get your friend front, but he's not doing nothing, because when they see it, if the woman's scream help me, of course everybody they're going to look. And you think his friends come and doing something?
Okay, yeah. That scenario when this girl got her thing, she was walking like at night on the beach, and that's when she got it taken. And she said by the time she turned around, that guy he ran out of his flip flops were on the ground, and he just and he was gone. Like she couldn't catch him. So
Yeah.
in that scenario, there was nobody around. So my suggestion is stay where there's people, where there's other people around. There's safety in numbers. Don't go in dark areas, and at night, don't walk along the beach. You can walk along the strips. There's lots of people. There's police usually stationed along the beach. And I've never had a problem. Maybe I feel more complacent now, and I'm like, nothing's ever happened to me. But it's always good until it's bad, until something happens to you. And then you look back and you go, oh man, I shouldn't have had this on me. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I carry my phone. I don't have an iPhone. But I have so yeah, just be careful and don't have it out, because they're not coming up to you and going through your pockets. They're not coming up to you and hitting you and trying to rob you like that. They're
Yeah,
taking the opportunity when you have your stuff out like this, and they're riding by on a motorcycle or on a bike, and they can snatch and grab and run. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, it's good for you guys because they don't go inside your pocket, So sometimes it's good for you guys have a little bit money, one side pocket, and your money for enjoy the night or the card in a different pocket. Because when the guy come with the knife to steal you, then you can go where have the less money and say, that's all what I have. Not the matter if 5 or 10 real, just give something. But not take the money and here I give you a little bit. That's fine. No, because they put the hands and they take all.
Like I said, I've never heard of anybody getting robbed like that. It's just been snatch and grabs. Gold, thing out of your hand. They're not stopping you, surrounding you, and going through your pocket.
In Copacabana with knife, guys. Oh yes.
Okay, I've never seen that. See, but that maybe I'm too complacent, and I got to watch my back a little bit more. So,
yes, I walk in Copacabana one time with one guy, and the guy we are in a tree. We sit in the tree. We talking close to the beach, not in the beach, but close there. And then it's one guy. He's come with the knife to steal the guy. Not me. But the guy say, hey, I don't have nothing. Sorry. And I translate to the guy, say, hey, he's not have nothing because he's not Brazilian. So I say, he's not have nothing. And he say, come on, I'm hungry. just give me something. And he's have the knife. So I take 5 real and I give to him. And I say, here for you to eat, because that's all what I have, and I gave to him. And he say, okay, but just let him know, sometimes walking
Let
with
him know next time have money on him when he comes to rob him.
No, he say, let him know sometimes it's good to him have some money.
Yeah, for me to rob
It's
him.
not all the guys accept it when they come to steal,
Well,
They
what are
can,
you gonna do if he has nothing on him? Take his blood? Like, what are you gonna do if he has nothing?
they maybe just to punch you, get aggressive, tell you put something out. Maybe you're serious, maybe you don't have. Maybe you serious, maybe you don't have nothing.
Well,
And
everybody has a phone.
tell you show something.
Everybody has a phone, and that's currency. So be careful. That's all. Las Vegas Sports Talk says, so don't go over there with the attitude. I wish I would. No, you don't want to go with that kind of attitude. You can get yourself in a lot of problems. Don't carry that with you to Brazil. Be humble. I see guys sometimes there, and they got the gold chain and walking with what's up, with the accent, and I don't know if they're from New York or wherever, and they're in the club and they're like pulling out the money. They're trying to flex because that's how you flex in New York, or that's how you flex some in different parts of the states. It's about showing off and doing that. But in Brazil, no, don't wear the chain. Wear a t-shirt, some jeans shorts, and flip flops, and you can go to a club. Like, it's not. You don't need to be like that. You need to be careful, and the guys that aren't humble are the ones that are going to get targeted.
Yeah, but some guys, they doing that, and they get luck. They just enjoy. They don't have any problem, because that's what I say. That's not always happens.
Yeah,
some people's they get luck. Some people's they not.
that's why it's good to also walk with more than just not by yourself, and just walk with confidence. I'm sure, like, I've walked it down that strip by myself at night, and I've seen people like in groups just kind of hanging out, and when I walk by, I look at them and I give them the nod, like, and just look like you're aware. Don't look like you're clueless, and be confident. That's it. Let them feel like, no, not that guy, man. Somebody's gonna get hurt. That's how you you want to. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Any other questions? Anybody want to come in the room? No, we have no guests today. I know Renata's sad. JB says he grabbed a hamburger. He's going to be here in 15 minutes. I don't know if we're going to be here in 15 minutes. Well, it's an hour and 38 minutes. We're wrapping up, man. Yes, Jeff Johns, thank you for that. Yeah, let's wrap it up. So okay, again, next show is going to be
Terraço Botafogo.
what?
Terraço Botafogo.
Okay, that's that rooftop restaurant.
Yeah, in the mall and Botafogo area.
Okay. Did I drop the link? Yes, I did. Here, I'll drop it for her again. Robert Jackson says, does the race of the person matter in Brazil? With the robber assuming a black man doesn't have money, so it's a waste of time trying to rob him?
I don't understand.
He's saying, will a white person be more would be targeted more than a black person?
Oh, yes, I think so. Because they see much more easy they are foreigners. They show very easy,
So it's about you being foreign, not necessarily like if a black guy looks like he's a foreigner, he's more likely to get robbed than, like, that's why I say t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops. you look like a Brazilian. They're
No,
less likely to rob a Brazilian, right?
the thing is, even the Brazilian guys, you know what Brazilian guys they do now?
What?
Please, guys, don't laugh in. But in Zona Sul area in Copacabana, the Brazilian guys now they start to make the Brazilian women a little bit confused because they dress like 400 guys now. They put tennis shoes with black socks, and they put the team, this nice big thing for
Jersey.
the
Jersey.
the basketball clothes. They dress exactly the same the Americans dress the black Americans dress, and it's make the girls confused when the girls they are out in the streets. They think the guys are American, and then when the guys come to her, and they smile, and then when the girl come and the guy open the mouth, the girl go, "Oh my God, you're Brazilian!" Oh my God. I laugh a lot with my friends because they smile to the guy and they think, he's 400, and then when the guy opened the mouth, she see he's Brazilian, the girls got very upset.
Yeah, Eric A asked, "Does everybody dress like that?" What I've seen when in Brazil, most of the guys t-shirt, jean shorts. If they have a chain on, it's a little thin chain. It doesn't say money, you know what I mean? And it's just simple, plain flip-flops. Like you just blend in. I think if you look foreign, it's one thing, but if you're white, it's going to work against you as well, like for obvious reasons, right? You look foreign. They want to get somebody that they think is going to have money. And I would think they're more sympathetic to Brazilians. Like they would rather not rob a Brazilian. Is that true? Or I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they don't.
Yes, I need to talk with this guy. He's lived in Brazil for 12 years. He's lived in Cabo Frio. I need to talk to him because his daughter and his niece come to Brazil soon in June, in the beginning of June. And most of these tourists, peoples, when they come, especially the girls, they use gold, and most the peoples when they steal women because it's much more easy than steal the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to remind him when the girls they come to just be careful with the golds in the ears and necklace, because they're going to stay there in Zona Sul area.
Let's welcome Charlinho to the room. What's up, Charlinho?
Hey, Charlie.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Welcome. Good evening.
I'm mainly doing this so the homie can get home with his burger.
Dennis, you know what he did it to me today? I was hungry. I take nap this afternoon. I wake up with hungry. And he sent a delicious things, a plate. And I think, oh my God, what is this? It looks so delicious. I want it, And I think in the beginning when I saw it, I think it's maybe banana. Something made with banana, but he say it's pineapple.
Okay.
Look fantastic, delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Abacaxi.
Nice.
What is you say?
Abacaxi.
I don't know
Abacaxi.
what that is.
Abacaxi is pineapple.
Dennis, you doing license in Portuguese, please. Abacaxi.
What? I'm
Abacaxi.
supposed to know what I'm supposed that is going to be commonly coming up in conversations.
Well,
Abacaxi.
Abacaxi.
There you go. Nailed it.
Okay. I'm not going to remember that right now, but
Pineapple. Abacaxi.
Yes.
okay.
Really good.
Just clip this portion of the live and you got it.
Abacaxi.
Abacaxi.
Uh-huh. Abacaxi.
There you go.
Okay, so
I and I get like impressed with Charlie's because he's not speak he's not come to Brazil many often. What he say, he's only be here a few times, like one, two, something like that. He say,
Three
and
times.
he sent audio to me in Portuguese, and he speak very good Portuguese, and he's known the things. So that's why I get suspicious. What's going on? Maybe. Yes. So where are you doing your classes, Charlie?
I'm kind of a free agent right now, but I was in a couple schools. I still have one of the programs because it gives me lifetime access.
nice. I haven't
But
been
it's
going
only
as hard as I was before, just because I've been busy
yeah. I felt like that
studying.
this morning when I was at work, so I went on like YouTube and like played a live CNN feed and just listened to that to try to get my listening comprehension down because that's still the weakest part of my skills.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Eric A says good night, Hanata. Good night, Dennis.
Hey, good
Boa
evening.
noite. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it can be hard. You just got to dedicate yourself to it. Like I said, I haven't been going as hard. I've been missing some classes here and there, but you just got to keep going. And the next time I'm there, I'm sure that I will be challenged every day to speak Portuguese. So I'm sure that
Yes,
will help.
Charlie, you see when you are in Brazil, you see or you heard about some bad situation or experience for somebody else or you in Brazil?
Yeah, I was in a hostel and this Australian guy got robbed.
Where? In the hostel or?
No, we went to a block where there was a group of us, right? And everyone in the hostel, like that worked there and that just hangs out there a lot, told him to leave his phone and leave his passport back in the hostel, and he didn't listen.
He brought his passport?
He brought his passport. And so.
And they stole his passport? Why would they steal his passport?
Who knows? Like an opportunity, I guess. And you can kind of create a fake ID with it.
Oh boy.
So, anyways, he and I were talking about something because like we were in the bloco just kind of moving around and stuff. And then he said a minute after he stopped talking to me, that's when they got him.
Did they pickpocket him or they held him and took it? Like
pickpocketed him.
So he wasn't aware until
he wasn't aware until it happened.
So I
But it's inside the hostel.
No. It was out in the bloco.
Block party outside.
Oh.
This is around Carnival time, so
I never leave I never leave without carrying my wallet. I don't carry all my cards. I take like one credit card and my my license just so I have ID, because if the police stop you and you don't have ID, it's a problem. Like when you're a foreigner in Brazil, you're supposed to have ID with you all the time. They say you're supposed to have your passport. Some people make a photocopy of their passport,
and that's probably why he carried his, because I don't know if he had a copy or not. Me, I have Google Drive, so I have my passport, a copy of my passport scan on there.
On your yeah. So I think I don't know what to say, because how can you really go anywhere without your phone? You need your phone to catch the Uber. You need your phone like for everything. You need your phone.
You need it for pics, and that's probably why.
That's why
it's such an easy target, because they know you need it, and without it, you're screwed.
As a foreigner, you can't get around.
In fact,
yeah, you can get the Uber, the same app on the other phone. That's why I say,
right. But when you're at that place or whatever, you got to get one back. That's the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to rethink.
If you can, just get your stuff air tagged.
Air tagged.
Yeah, it's like a new tracking device. So if someone steals your stuff,
When I go into doing the interview with the guys, the other live that we have, I talk with the American guys about the experience in Brazil, what they suggest, and a lot of things. So I stopped one group with guys, and I want to do interview with, let's say, one for the group, and they ask me what kind of questions that you have, and I say, oh, I have like 12 questions, and I tell the guys, and they say, well, we're not good guys for you doing the interview. And I say, what? Because you asked about one bad experience in Brazil. We almost get robbed last night.
Robbed.
Yeah, robbed.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, there's another guy in my hostel that got robbed too.
So, and I say, good. I want to tell the truth. I want to show the guys your experience. That's what I want to show. I don't want to show negative, but I want people to be honest and just show. So I think you are the good person for doing the interview. Because
Okay.
it's happened sometimes, I just don't want doing the interview. It's nice when people talk about nice things about Brazil, Rio, but I also want to show, it's possible being happens, and not many often good people's they say they get robbed, they get stole for people's, and I say, you a good person for doing this interview. You have one bad experience, so why you not help, talk a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, and that's the whole thing with what you do, Hanata. You want to show people the real deal. Okay, a couple of things. Las Vegas Sports Talk asks if a copy, carrying around a copy, is good over there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, carry when you get to Brazil or before you get to Brazil, go and get your passport photocopied and laminated possibly, but get it photocopied. Carry around the photocopy. You're gonna have to carry a wallet that has a card or just some cash.
It's
Put
crazy
it
to
put it
take
in a little
out.
pocket.
It's crazy to take your personal phone out and to get your ID passport out from your place.
Right, but you need all
Sometimes
those things for everyday use.
you
That's
lost
the
it.
problem.
Sorry.
What did you say, Charles?
I said you need those things for everyday use. Like you need your wallet, you need your passport. Well, not your passport. You can get a copy of that, but you definitely need your phone, and you may need your wallet, unless you
You need your
carry like the
phone.
equivalent of 100 US on you.
Yeah, I take out all my cards, everything out of my wallet, and I just have one card in there, which is usually either my credit card or a debit card, and then I have a little bit of cash that I don't keep in my wallet. I put it in the little side pocket here, and I have to carry my phone. And to backpack mode that says I only bring my iPhone. I bring my iPhone, leave that at the hotel, walk around with the Android because nobody will ever steal it. They steal the phone. They're
That's
not
not
looking.
true.
They're not shopping.
That shit ain't true at
And
all.
also,
They're not looking to see, oh, that guy has an
Facts.
iPhone, that guy has this phone, that guy has a
No,
they're
no.
taking a phone.
In fact, an Android is easier to hack than an iPhone. That's an open platform.
But they're not shopping, is what I'm saying. They're just stealing your shit. So
I know,
whatever
but
you have on it is gonna be gone.
yeah, but when you have, your phone, you don't need to even bring the copy of ID. You just need to show, if you have your phone, just make sure you have the picture for your document. That's it.
right, but if they steal your phone, you don't have that.
Yeah.
Yes. Then you need to back in the hotel and get the copy.
Just copy.
And
No, you gotta make a trip to the embassy and get a
Big thing when you lose your passport, you can't get back on the plane. Now you gotta go to the embassy, send away for some special whatever, and it could take days, it could take a week. It's a problem.
I remember when I lost my passport in Italy. It took about a few hours to get my emergency passport.
Yeah.
And it was about $250 to get that.
Yeah. So you could be seriously out anyways.
And Charlie, you think now change the subject, but you think when you come to Brazil, you've been in São Paulo, right? Before in Rio.
Yeah, I was in São Paulo for my birthday last year.
So, and what do you think about the food are expensive?
Not as expensive as Rio.
The food in São Paulo is more cheap than Rio.
Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper than Rio. It's a little bit cheaper to do stuff down there than it is in Rio. But I got to think like in like U.S. terms, um, it's definitely a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, that's what some guys they say when we talk about the food and interview how much they spend with food. So they say it depends which place you are in Brazil that you get cheap, then you get.
I completely agree because you got to remember Rio, especially the South Zone, is 100% tourist. It's a 100% tourist area, so of course you're going to spend more money.
Yeah, not also because it's only a tour a place. So because the peoples there they get good job, they get good profession, they get good salary. They have a very good
In
condition.
Sao Paulo?
Peoples live in this area.
No, in
I
Rio.
thought about Rio.
Yeah,
Now
people can afford it. Hold on. Let's bring somebody is in the green room. And to answer Ed Babine, he says, do you need a photocopy in color? Not necessarily, but I mean, it's a photocopy. It costs what, $2? So
yes.
I better get it in color, but I'm sure you don't need it in color. They just
Yeah.
need to see that who you are. Let me bring JB in the room, and then Hanata, you can talk here. So let's welcome JB.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
How you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How you guys doing?
JB was good, bro.
I'm just chilling, man. Next week.
JB, I'm glad you're excited. Question for you. A couple weeks ago, you mentioned something about working out and some guys reaching like a plateau. How do you know that these guys reach a plateau? And question for you, since you like to train, how does one get over that plateau?
You have to measure your food. If you want to get those cuts, you're gonna have to measure your food, because you can lose weight to a certain degree, but if you really want to get that defined cut that people be looking for, you're gonna have to measure your food.
No, I meant like let's say, for example, you said your friend benches 200 pounds, for example, right?
Yeah.
Let's say his ultimate goal is to get to 300 pounds. How would he go about doing that?
Oh, okay. You talking about that? I thought you talking about looking good. Okay.
No, I don't need help with that. I got that. Check out the avatar, my friend.
Okay. You got to do shoulders, back arms, bent over rows, and then you got to shock your muscles with heavy weight. You got to get yourself used to heavy weight.
So basically, what you're suggesting is progressive overload, right?
Yeah, progressive overload, and do a lot of incline if you want to get your bench. Like, start doing more incline and then go back to go lift more weight, but try to go 5-pound increments. Don't try to do 10, 20-pound increments. Do 5-pound increments, and then eventually you're gonna get there. You're gonna see gains. And make sure you eat. Make sure you eat good, clean protein too.
And you also suggest training to failure or doing like a certain set and rep count?
Yeah, I suggest 12 to 15 reps, and then your last set fail. And then I also suggest doing supersets, like 3 sets of 7, one exercise, then drop to the next and to the next. So 3 different exercises in one. You can do 3 sets of that. That'll really work your muscles, and then your bench will go up. Your chest is gonna explode.
Okay, JB, send him the program, man.
Okay.
Send everyone the program, not just me.
No, but now I want to know for GB, because before I do exercise long time ago, like long time. So and before normally I eat before I doing my exercise, because I saw many people they eat after, and I don't think it's I think why like people they go into the gym in the morning and then after come to the gym they eat.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I wake up in the morning, I don't eat nothing. I may drink water and I just go straight to the gym. I do cardio, work out, because I'm burning fat. Like, I already have muscle. So I'm trying to burn fat.
You burn first, and then after you get back.
Yeah, when
You're not
I
supposed to eat first and then burn after.
I can't eat before I work out. I feel uncomfortable.
Hey JB, can you
eat a protein shake and oatmeal and some fruit, and then I eat like a tuna sandwich.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
know,
don't
and
understand
then a
because
big meal at the end of the day. So
Hey
at least I
JB,
tried.
hey
Right.
JB,
if
can you leave your information in the chat? I want to talk to you about this a little bit more.
All right. Cool.
All right.
I mean, if I leave home, you know, and walking far or doing something heavy, climb the mountains, or not matter what, if I go to the gym, and I'm not eating, my God, I'm passed out. I see everything is turning black, and I say, hey, I'm not feel good. My blood pressure, I don't know what's going
Some
on.
people are like
I
that.
need, before I need the energy.
I don't
I
get
feel
it.
in the
I
morning.
don't just finish eat and go straight to doing my exercise or something like that, but
At the
I need
minimum,
to, before I go, I
if you
need
want to
something.
eat something light like a spoon of peanut butter or something.
No. She has to have a meal. She thinks in her mind, but there's people that like that will want to get a big meal half an hour before they go to the gym. I'm like, I can't eat anything a good 8 hours
Nah,
before I go
Well,
work out.
nah, I
because
can't do
for
it.
me in my mind, if you eat after you doing the exercise, then you get everything back.
No,
So
it doesn't
why
work.
It
you
depends
burn
on what you're eating.
and then you get after?
It
That's
depends on
that's
what you're
my
eating and
that's
when
my
you're
way to
eating.
think.
And you gotta look for you. You got a fast metabolism, so I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm trying to burn fat. I don't know if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to just tone, but you don't have much to do. You just go to the gym 2, 3 times. I got to go 5 days, 6 days a week, jump rope, all that.
No, Hinata doesn't go to the gym.
Okay, so yeah. Genetics.
Yeah.
Yes, before I was in the gym for 1 year, but it's 3 years ago. And I try to build muscle. I try to get weights.
Boy,
I try to get more weights. So, and I always eat before because if I don't, I feel bad.
You
I
eat
know
a whole
people
meal, or
I
you eat
feel
something
bad.
small. You eat a whole meal or something small.
whole meal.
Whole meal. Wow. Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay. All right. Let me get a question here. Since this is from Las Vegas Sports Tech. Since we're talking about robbery, what's going on with the drugging that women do? Do they do that there? I haven't heard anything in a while.
I served this
What?
one
I
white
hear
dude.
that they do it on sporadic,
What?
but
Drugging women when women drug the tourists.
Oh,
I've heard about the drug called Bonoichi Cinderella. Heard about that one.
yeah, it's a long time I don't hear about it.
Yeah, you
Maybe
sent me the last time, and that was like last year.
I heard the Swedish gringo recently got with that drug. I think he did a video of that recently. But but from what I can tell, he doesn't have situational awareness.
Well, okay, I don't know how recent that was, but I tell you this: when it happens in Brazil, it's a big deal. Because I remember when that happened last year, Hinata sent me the article. It was all over the news, and they got the person because anytime you go to somebody's hotel, you go in an elevator, they take a picture of you. You walk through the lobby, they take a picture of you, and then they hunt you down because they can't have people messing up the tourists.
So they came to the hotel.
And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
how
you guys, maybe some of you guys hear or listen about it. That's the judge, the juiz.
Yes, he was a judge from the United States, retired
Yeah.
judge, and he went back to the hotel room with two girls.
But in a picture, you can see very easy. He's not take these girls to the club. He's not
Ironic.
get this couple, this
I might
girls.
deal with the same girl.
He's
I
getting.
think it's ironic as heck that a judge got drugged for doing something he probably prosecuted people for many years.
Probably.
But this guy, the girls that I see see like he's take these girls out in the street when he's back to his place. That's what I see. The girls they're out in the street. Whereas in this middle or in Rio, we consider these girls low girls when they working out in the street. They are very cheaper. The girls they look like that. and they are from the favela area.
So I'm gonna have to like be a little bit more careful then with that hotel.
Well, you got to be careful when you bring people back to your hotel, and you got to really be careful what you eat or drink from the girls. Like you don't know what they put on themselves, what they put in your food. Get to know people better, and maybe don't pick up people on the street. If you're into that life, okay. I don't want to say it on the YouTube because I don't want it to get any problems. But if you're about that kind of life and you're trying to do that thing, go to the club where they have workers, and when you take them, there's a record of you taking them. The club knows you took them because you have to pay the club, and then you can do what you want. If something happens, you can go back to the club and say, yo, this happened, and then
Right.
they know who the girls are. They know if you're
No.
going to go that route, right?
Yeah, but some clubs, you can take the girl out and the club it's not being involved with. They just see you are there in a club with the girl, but after you are out with there,
That's
they not want to be involved.
Yeah,
It's
but I'm just saying there's a record. There's a record because the girls that work in those clubs, if the police go there, they could say, hey, who's this girl? Because they have to get your information when these girls go in there and work. So I'm saying it's safer than just being on the street somewhere.
yeah.
That would be my thinking. But I'm saying if you're going to be about that kind of life, be cautious. And when you're just picking up people, just be careful, man. And it doesn't happen. It happens a lot in Colombia, is what I'm told. It's not a common occurrence in Brazil, because when it happens in Brazil, it's a big deal, and it makes the news, and they hunt the people down, and those girls got caught, and they got arrested. Like they went and found them.
I think I'm a pretty good judge of character, body language. I'm trying to make sure I don't get too drunk.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I would implement a buddy system, really.
because I'm going down there to de-stress now.
Very good, Charlie.
So buddy system, what do you mean?
Take a friend with you.
Yeah. And when I'll tell
me
you,
around.
when you go to some
Not
places,
not when it's go time. Just before, when you're in the pregame mode.
What you talking pregame? Oh, pregame.
Yeah, before the game starts.
Okay.
Like when you're hanging out, you see her. Kind of. There may be some things that you may miss that he may catch,
Right.
and vice versa. Because I'm gonna tell you a
Right.
story.
Got you.
I was down there on my last trip, and I was talking to this one girl, and I had ordered a bottleneck beer.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was done talking, no, it wasn't a bottleneck. It was a pint. And when I got done talking to her, you know how the head forms on the beer, like all the foam and everything.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's supposed to stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one didn't, and so that triggered my like, what the fuck's going on awareness.
Why?
So I asked a couple people that are at the table, and they're like, "Man, we didn't see anything," because they weren't really paying attention. Because I was paying attention to the girl, and they were kind of like doing their own thing, watching me, but not really watching me. So what I did was I just went back to the bar and ordered another drink, and then my boys told me when I went and did that, her friends looked at her like, "What the fuck did you just do?" She's like, "Well, I didn't do anything." They're looking at her like, "You did
Right.
something," because he's kind of, well, I wasn't freaking out, but he's bringing this like to everyone's attention.
I know one thing: the eyes don't lie. The eyes do not lie. If you can't look at me in
I
my
wouldn't
eyes,
live by that. There's actors, man. There's people
Yeah.
that
man, I've seen
there's
some
people
of the
that are really about that
slimiest.
life, man.
I've been around some of the grimiest and slimy. Not saying that, but I've been around some of the slimiest. And man, I think I'm pretty well trained, but I don't know about the Brazilian slime. So you know what I'm saying? I'm about to see. I'm about to see the Brazilian.
Well, just
How they
be,
get
just be
down out
careful
there.
and just try to
Right.
get to know people a little bit and see what their Instagram, their social media. What I wouldn't suggest is you're walking on the street at night and somebody says, "Hey, baby, let's go back to your room," and you like that kind
Hell
of stuff
no.
is gonna get you're asking for it. But
Right.
you meet somebody, you see their social media, you get a sense of who they are. You do some kind of record of, okay, yeah, this girl from this place. Like, just use your head, man. That's it.
Right.
Another
Yeah.
thing you can do is go to a motel.
Motel.
Yeah, they'll take the ID. You have to give ID when you go to
But
some
I'm at a
places.
hotel, so though, like if I
No, no,
bring
no,
somebody
a
else,
motel.
No need.
Motel.
Motel, no need to show the ID. Only the girls when they are too young, they need to show the ID. But to go to motel, no need to show ID.
so what about
But
the
what I'm
hotel?
saying is, you go to a motel that way. You're not at your place, so she doesn't have access to
Is
your
there a
things.
difference? Is there a difference in Brazil between motel and hotel?
Yes, there is. A motel is not like a Motel 6 here in the States.
They charge you by the hour.
Yeah,
You can
there's
get in
sex
and get out, do your thing. The thing is not having somebody have access to all your stuff. Imagine you wake up and your computer's gone, your luggage is gone,
That's
everything
what
is
I'm
gone.
worried about. That's what I'm
That's
worried
then
about.
then go to a motel. They're by the hour, and you know you don't have to worry about your stuff being out there.
Yeah, but GB, don't be worried, you know. You come to the school, nothing's going to happen. Don't be, put this in your head. Everything's going to be fine. You just need to know the person. Just talk,
Got you.
just
Got you.
try to feel, or if you can feel or not, the trust the person, Some guys, they know. Some guys, they even talk for 1 hour with the girl and they take to their place. So many guys, they do like that. They talk with the girls only few minutes in the beach. Let's go. Take to the apartment. Take to the hotel.
Go time. Let's go.
Yes, and nothing happens to this guy. So don't be worried or scary about it.
But I
I ain't
would say
scared.
I have
though.
a saying about this: is don't be scared, but don't be stupid either.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I ain't gonna be stupid.
don't humble yourself a little bit, because this whole, I think I'm a pretty good judge of character. I'm sure everybody that ever got robbed thought the same thing. So
Well, I have been through some experiences, so incarceration, and I have robbed people. So,
okay.
so I'm a good boy now. So,
All right.
but
Well,
you never know.
yeah.
Never know.
Just watch it.
But I'm going down there
Jimmy,
to have a good time, though. Man. That's what I
where?
really want.
27? 27?
I leave the 25th. I'll be there the 26th, 2 p.m. So
26.
yeah.
All right. Any other questions? We're going on. We're past 2 hours. Let's wrap it up.
And
Yeah,
Hanata,
I'm
I
just
see
going
you're
down
with
there and have a good
the
time, man.
you're with the unofficial mayor of Rio, Dean.
Who's the mayor? Hanata? Oh yeah.
No, well, Hanata is, and so is Dean.
Oh, Dean.
What does it mean, Ding?
You were with him on I forgot what day it was. Y'all were at some place, some restaurant or whatever. I forgot who else was there.
Yes.
I saw that. I thought I was a little bit jealous.
I was with one guy, he's just started his YouTube, and he's contacted me and he say, Renata, I want to record some video, and I want to go into the Christ Redeemer. And I say, okay, good, let's go. And I say, no problem. And then he say, bring you and 2 more friends, 2 more girls.
Right.
And I say, okay, it's going to be very good video, for his YouTube, because some guys, they look for women, so
Right.
they will pay attention when the YouTuber guys, they make the videos. So then I say, okay, so I contact 2 friends mine and go there to meet him. But before he say, it's go me, you, the 2 girls that you have, and 2 friends mine more. And he sent me the picture for the other guys. And I say, okay. But when I'm there, it's like 13 people in a table.
Did you see? Did you?
Yeah, in the beginning, he's make appointment for we have a nice breakfast, and then we are there in the town have breakfast. It's
Oh,
about
that's cool.
13 peoples, and then only 10 going to the Christ dinner.
Did you go see Skylar?
5 guys. What?
You go see Skylar or 1MT?
I don't understand.
He's down there now. Skylar.
Yes.
He has a YouTube channel. He used to
Yeah.
go by One Master Teacher.
Yeah, I have mine. I have mine, but mine is gonna be a hobby channel because I have a YouTube channel already where
Yeah, I can see he's have a good
Right.
time. He's like it because we
Right.
started down there in the church when I tell about the history for the Christ Redeemer and go up, to the Christ, take the train. And I see he's really enjoy the moments, the
Right.
friends and everybody. Then sometimes he's just forgot to take his phone and start to make the video. I remind him all the time, where's your phone? Put out, let's doing the entry, let's doing this.
He's enjoying his life.
I was the one push him to doing the videos because he's so in a very good vibe, enjoy the view, everything, So
And not
we
just a
have
veteran now. She's a YouTube veteran now.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some shots when I get down there. I bought like a mic, I bought a gimbal.
yeah.
So I got some
So then
equipment.
after he's and the friends say, the girls say, I'm hungry. We are in the train. The girls say, I'm hungry, and then the guy say, I forgot his name. This guy that where you see the picture.
Or Jay Fleming could have been him.
He say, okay, we take you girls to the McDonald's, and the girl complain, what? McDonald's? I take my daughter 4 years old to the McDonald's. I can't believe you take me
I
to the
thought
McDonald's.
Brazilians like McDonald's. I thought it was a new thing. Like, yeah.
And she say, what? And he say, okay, guys, let's go into the steakhouse, Fogo do Chão.
Oh,
Okay, we go to, and the girls say, yeah, and he say, not to you girls. I and the girls go.
Oh yeah, I'm only gonna take the special.
So then everybody go to this steakhouse, and of course, I don't want to lose the opportunity. I ask him if okay. I have my camera with me. I have the mic, so I ask him the guys, it's okay if I doing the record the video to show you guys the moment and how it is, and they say yes, no problem. So then I record the video.
That's awesome.
Cool.
it was a pretty good spot. It was, I think, in Ipanema. Because it was a different place.
Not in Panama. We are in the Christ Redeemer in the downtown first in Rio for breakfast. Then after we take the metro. We going close to the station where's the Christ Redeemer. Then we get taxi. We going to the Christ Redeemer, and then after we going to Botafogo, this barbecue steakhouse. It's
Not
in
Fogo.
Botafogo.
Yeah, like me, I'm gonna take some shots, but I ain't gonna do it a lot because it's a lot of equipment to carry, and I don't want to be carrying that all the time. To be honest with you.
Yeah, you got to be careful if you're gonna walk around with the camera. Just make sure there's other people with you because you focus on what you're doing and you don't know who's watching you and stuff.
Like I saw this white dude. He got his camera took. He started running.
Yeah,
it was funny. It's not funny, but it was funny. That was look.
So it wasn't a Fogo that you went to in Botafogo, right?
Yeah, Fogo do Chão. It's in Botafogo.
Damn, you must have it like that because Fogo is not cheap.
Fogo is not cheap.
Nope.
So what's the most
Ed
expensive?
Babine is asking you who is the YouTuber, Renata.
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
What's the most expensive restaurant out there? Like
We don't talk a lot about his channel. That's what I say. He's not take his phone just start to record. I'm the one remind him.
He's probably just like
I think
JB that's kind of starting out and not really have a
he's not really focused for his video. That's what I think. But he's doing sometimes, but most of the time I tell him, let's record this, let's doing the entry for this and this,
The most expensive restaurant there's is a 5-star Michelin themed restaurant in Copacabana. It's called Mabs. It's very artisanal. You can get some good dishes there.
Stop lying. Renato, what's the most? Is that steak the most expensive?
It's not it.
Mabs is it. Mabs is good quality.
Mario's.
Mario's. I don't
Mario-
think that's probably not the most expensive, but that's a
Mario's.
nice place. It's like 60 US
Marius,
per
that's
person.
one's my favorite restaurant.
That's
The food is
the,
really good. The ambience, the restaurant, it's really nice. That's one expensive restaurant in here, which costs 300 reais per person.
$60
But
per person.
Yeah.
but Charles, he's talk about maps. Map is expensive. Yes, expensive because a lot of tourists they go there, especially in the night. You know,
Oh,
to
Yeah,
get
but
the
it's
date, to get a date
well,
with
I'll
your
take a special if I
wife.
take a special
as
girl.
far as food, as far as a restaurant, no, it's got a big screen there. People watch games there. You get like
They go
fries
there
and
for
The
coffee,
ambiance is
yeah.
the
their
ambiance is on.
community,
It's
all that kind of
the
things.
ambiance. The atmosphere is exquisite at
So that's
Mabs.
half of what I paid in the States. So I paid for a dinner $300 for me and another person.
Yeah, but
But on a serious note, you can get this dish at Mabs. It's hisoto de
Hmm.
fruta de mar. I
Right.
highly recommend it, and I'm being
Fruta de
serious.
mar.
Yeah, it's a seafood risotto, and it's
I'm
amazing.
allergic to I'm allergic to shrimp.
Man, I don't know how you live then because
Where I live, I'm allergic to
that
shrimp.
is
I'll die.
shrimp, seafood. I mean, that's
I'm
the way
allergic
to
to
live.
crabs. I'm allergic to crabs. I'm allergic to
Man,
shrimp.
I couldn't do that. I'd be like, nah, take me out of here. I gotta have my seafood. But another good restaurant that is very touristy. It's in Ipanema, Cajota de Ipanema. Is
how
a good one.
JB, how bad you are allergic with shrimp? Shrimp.
The last time I had a reaction, I couldn't breathe.
No, but I mean, you can even come close, or you
Yeah,
can.
if I smell it, and it's strong, I have
You
a
got to be
hard time
careful,
breathing.
man, because a lot of places you got to
For
Yeah,
the
tell them
shrimp,
because
yeah.
they'll have
You gotta be.
seafood and everything cooking
You
in
just
the
gotta
same.
remember they're right off the Atlantic.
right?
Right off the Atlantic.
So yeah, I gotta be careful with that. I
Yeah.
may
Yeah,
have to bring. I
But
think I'm gonna bring my EpiPen with me, man.
I'd bring several. But definitely check out Cajota de Ipanema.
So it's strong in the air like that. The shrimp when it's cooking, it's
Well,
strong.
it's just that places that serve, they're gonna serve seafood and shrimp, so you got to just
They're
tell
not
them
gonna.
and make
They're
sure
not.
they're not frying up
Mix it.
stuff,
Okay.
seafood, in the same place they're cooking the steaks, and you got to just tell them, right?
Yeah. Okay.
yes. My God, when we are in Fogo do Chão, this steakhouse, you know, the guy have a birthday. That's his birthday. One guy there, and you know, I tell the garçon it's his birthday just for have some dessert for him, some surprise with candle, for we sing for him. So and then I have this idea, and the girl she's order what he's supposed to eat. But what we forgot is he's allergic to cinnamon, you know. But then it's come the dessert. We sing for him. They have birthday, and then he's eat. It's look delicious, you know. Then he's eat, and then it's look like cinnamon on top, but it's not cinnamon. It's peanuts.
Some people have
Ooh.
peanut allergies
Yeah.
too.
Small, very small. When you see it, it's look like peanuts, but it's not. But you know, in the beginning, he's just eating, and then it's after it's come the panic because he say, "You girls forgot," you know, because he's told us before in the breakfast he's have allergies, cinnamon. So and then
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring my EpiPen.
and then everybody come like, oh my God. And we going to ask in the guy, they going to ask in the kitchen, and they say, no, it's no problem, but he's already having eaten. You understand? So imagine if the food have cinnamon on it.
Yeah, that'd be a bad night for him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ain't.
A real
Yeah,
bad
I'm
night.
bringing my EpiPen with me because my first reaction, I broke out in hives, big bumps all over my face. That's when I was 16. My second one, when I was working in a restaurant, I was wondering why I'm washing these pans and I can't breathe. Like, I'm having a hard time breathing. And it's the shrimp. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I figured it out in time. I told the manager I got to go sit down for a minute. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and another place in Ipanema. No, don't go there because I remember I had shrimp and seafood there. But they do serve they do have a grill.
Mhm.
It's called TBT House.
Right.
It's like you can take or you go to like the grill area and say, hey, I want this steak, I want this chicken or whatever, and they'll
Mhm.
grill it for you.
Just make sure they're not grilling shrimps on the same grill.
They're
as
not. No, it's not. It's just chicken and beef.
Okay.
But there is shrimp out. Obviously,
Okay.
you're not going to get it, but you know if you're going to take it out,
Right.
then just keep that in mind.
Right.
All right. Okay. 2.5 hours. Any other questions before we wrap up, guys? Anything else?
Yeah, why are you trying to get rid of us, man? Let's go to
Yeah,
3.
you're trying to throw us out. Throw us out. Now I'm just playing. It's kind of late.
I'm good. I'm just sit here enjoying my Brahma.
Get ready to.
Does anybody
wrap
have
up.
any questions?
I ain't got no questions. Just glad to join y'all.
Yeah.
Glad to be online. Next
All
week
right.
I'll be in person. With, so with Anata. So
Cool.
He's going to get to Hanata before I am, and that's not cool.
Don't cry.
No, I'm going to cry.
We go out, hang out, and we show you guys after.
Nah, don't. Nah, I'm going to have to unsubscribe if you do that.
We make a group and WhatsApp and send to you guys. Hey, we are here. You know.
That's a good way to get blocked.
All vibes.
I told
all good
JB,
vibes.
is this your first time going to Rio?
Yeah, it's my first time going to Rio. First time out the country. Man.
Oh wow.
Shit,
Enjoy,
man.
man. You're going all out, huh?
Yeah, man. I've been planning this for a while.
How long you be down there?
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
All right. My recommendation, besides stay away from my girl Hanata, is to do all the tourist stuff.
Okay. All right.
No,
I've been
seriously.
hollering at a friend, but she kind of like slow text. She's slow texting me. So
Hell yeah. No, but in all seriousness, man, do the touristy stuff.
right.
Definitely check out a samba school. I haven't done that yet. I mean, I went to a samba school, but this is during the event that will not be named. They were passing out vaccines and stuff, so I really couldn't fully enjoy it.
So a samba would be a good thing to take part in.
A samba school, yes.
Okay.
So
definitely
find me
a samba instructor, Hanata, so I could learn.
Definitely check out Hosina or Vidigal.
Okay. I seen that video of the Vidigal with Hanata and our friend.
Yeah, and definitely
Really good.
and definitely check out Hosina too. It's so it's just like another world. Oh, and whenever you leave the airport and go to your Airbnb, be sure to, when you go down that road, look to your right and just appreciate your life, appreciate your situation, because even though it's probably not even 50 feet away from you, the slums to your right when you go down the highway leaving the airport, it's a whole different world.
Right.
And they did their best for the Olympics to try to, in the World Cup, to try to block out the vision.
Right.
But you can still see it.
Wow.
And it's like it's even not even 50 feet away, but it might as well be a whole different country.
Right.
A whole different city.
I don't even have a check-in. I just have a carry-on. I'm not checking in no bags, just a carry-on.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got that.
I got this thing where you could compress everything down in the carry-on, so I could pack.
Oh, you got the
more stuff.
vacuum bags.
Yeah, the vacuum
Yeah.
bags.
But you know what? It's his first time in Brazil, and what is impressed me, he's now staying in the tourist area. He's staying in downtown from Rio, close to the tourist area. That's not bad, but he's need to get let's say Uber something to go more to the tourist area. He's staying in Central.
Yeah, you're gonna regret that. I would have kept Central to subsequent trips.
Yeah.
Last time I was, No, nothing. I'm just saying you're gonna be down in Copacabana so much, you're gonna be mad at yourself for getting your place in Central.
Yeah. Why did you go Central? Why not by the beach?
I mean, I tried to change it, but they talking about the hotel, no free funds. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
man.
with Central, I've heard. I haven't been to Central, but I've heard
Right.
there's good shit there too. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
In fact, I
I'm
think,
definitely gonna be out in Copacabana though.
yeah, and trust me, because I was in Ipanema my last trip, and I
Right.
found myself kept going to Copacabana. Like everything I did was Copa.
Copa. So Copa is popping, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
it's that beach, right? It's like you're right by the
Right.
beach. That most people that go to Rio on vacation, that's what they're trying to.
Well, my last trip, I was like not even 500 yards from the beach, and I was still going to Copa. I was staying in Ipanema.
Okay.
Hmm.
So there's
No,
no beach in Central Rio?
yeah, the thing is, let's
No.
say 10 o'clock p.m., you know, in Copacabana, many people, they go out. They go into this place, the restaurant, it's called Mabs. You know, they go into the clubs in the nighttime. And
There's clubs in Central though, but just the daytime people usually just want to hang out on the beach. You're just gonna have to be taking Ubers back and forth.
the Central have many bars.
They
Yeah,
got many bars
Central
in
is
Central.
definitely a
In
nice.
fact, in fact,
Not
Lapa is there, right?
Hinata,
La-
have you done a video on Centro yet?
Yeah,
Uh,
Lapa.
Lapa's around there, huh?
I know
Lapa.
No, I mean like not Lapa, but like
Central.
but actual like Centro. That'd be a good video to do.
Yeah, but where he stay, it's in Central. That's close to Uruguayana. Uruguayana, that's in Central. That's the place where I show in the channel where there's many grocery stores, you know, many stores sell things. Yes, that's in the town.
The hotel that I'm at provides breakfast, so that's a good thing. It's one less meal.
Oh no.
So don't do it.
I mean, you can, I guess, but
Whoa.
whose dog is that?
Whoa.
No, it does.
But no, get a local breakfast. That's going to cost you about $5 or less.
Nice local breakfast. Oh, okay.
Yeah, get like a nice breakfast sandwich. Get some watermelon juice or something.
What's the special? What do you recommend on the breakfast side?
Well, for me, I just talk with my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, but definitely get a juice. Get some
Yeah,
juice.
the breakfasts are similar to here. Omelets, and you can get steak and eggs. And
But is the food a little more rich? Because like I got parents from Haiti and they brought food back, and the food would be so rich. When they used to bring food back, I wonder is it similar in Brazil?
I wouldn't know.
As far as food is concerned,
Yeah, like our food over here is kind of in the States.
there's no kind of our food is shit.
Nutrient is dense. Yeah,
It's not really dense. It's more or less like chemically laced.
yeah.
I would say
my mom, she had brought food back from her country, and like the butter tasted different. Like
Things are a little bit different there. Cheese and stuff
Right.
is going to be
Yeah,
different.
the
Just you know what? Experience it, man. Just go.
Well,
out
you got a
and-
YouTube channel. You should do a video on the comparisons between Brazilian food and American food. That'd be a
Yeah,
good
something
topic.
like that. Yeah, definitely.
Because I remember the chicken wings at the 5-star restaurant Mabs.
Right.
They were tiny. They were actually tiny. And I
Tiny.
want to get that. Yeah. Because you got to remember their chickens are raised differently than they are here.
That makes sense now. I know what you're saying. It's steroids, hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, I love my wings here, but
Yeah, but we'll see when you are here, you know.
Yeah, you just
I'm sure
experience.
you like it. Yeah,
and
you enjoy.
and chicken hearts. That's an interesting proposition.
Oh. When we are in a steakhouse, I asked him for the guys to try it, to eat it. Only one eat it. Only one guy. And he's talking about, he say, oh, it's not bad. It's not,
No, they're actually very good. They
Yeah,
really-
it is. Yeah. This YouTuber, he's eat the chicken heart. The other guys, they don't want to eat.
I got a funny story about that. Whenever it was for my birthday, I went to a steakhouse in Sao Paulo, and I remember I tried a few pieces of the chicken hearts, right? So
Right.
when the gauchos brought more chicken hearts, they just took the entire skewer and just put it on my plate. I was like, "What is this?"
Chicken heart.
Yeah, so they put a whole bunch of chicken hearts on my plate. I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me!" They're
Yeah,
like,
I
"Yeah,
ain't doing the heart.
corazón de frango." Here you go.
Eat your heart out.
Oh boy.
No, you
Go,
gotta
but you know
try
what
it.
you should
They're
do?
not.
Go,
They're not
go
huge. They're like tiny pieces.
hit a steakhouse and you can try a lot of different stuff. That's good. And there's a lot of buffet style restaurants as well. So you can go in there and just dibble and dabble and try out everything and see what you like. So you know what to order when you
You'd be
when you go
surprised.
into other restaurants.
You may actually like chicken hearts.
Yeah, they got a lot of different things.
Chicken hearts.
All right. Okay. So anything else? We're past 2.5 hours now.
Dennis, I'm just gonna start finding stuff to start talking about.
Well, I do gotta record and edit some videos, so I'm trying to make it out of the States into Brazil, so I need to get to work.
Yeah, man. Well, congrats on that, man. You soak it in. It's always I like hearing that when people are going to be traveling, especially for the first time, because I'll never get that back again. But that excitement,
Right.
that whole experience of being in a different place, just soak it in. And
You know what's crazy? I had the money and the resources for a while to travel. It is just so caught up in just being here in the States. I just didn't even think about it. Like,
Well,
just
trust
build
me,
a life
whenever
here.
you get on that plane,
Right.
you land, and you clear customs, you get your Uber, you head to your hotel, you go outside, you explore a little bit, you get to the beach. Trust me, it'll change you. It really will.
Right. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get up out of here. Let you guys wrap up.
all right,
Have
All right,
good,
JB.
have a good night.
all right, man. Thank
All right.
you.
Oh, JB,
Yeah.
before you leave,
Thanks for coming out.
JB, before you leave,
Uh-huh.
how's your Portuguese?
Well, I know a lot of words like bife, carne, you know, cavalo, qual seu nome, meu nome é Jerry, e você, and all that. I got some words that I've been practicing with Duolingo.
And he's already talk good, he's good to survive.
When I get down there, I'm gonna learn a lot more.
Yes, 100% sure. Yes.
So, well, hopefully I meet somebody that speak good English like Konata. So,
Well, just
Good luck on that, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna find too much of that. Huh?
Well,
No.
he will at his hotel. He'll find people that speak English at his hotel.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
have your phone and make sure you download the language onto your phone so you don't have to rely on
Yeah.
Right.
Also have your extra battery charge, just
Yeah,
take
yeah.
your
I
power
got a portable.
charge in case.
Yeah, I bought a portable charger. I got one.
Okay.
Yes, when you go out, just bring it with you in case your phone lost the battery and you're a long time staying the beach. Don't worry about, I'm going to lost my battery,
Right.
Cool.
Definitely. All right.
All right.
Then. Well, talk to you guys later.
All right. Well, it's been great. Thank you, JB. And I guess we'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
And Thursday show will be in Botafogo on that
Botafogo.
rooftop.
Sounds interesting.
And yeah, we'll see you guys then. So, Hinata, you want to say?
I want to say thank you, everybody. I appreciate it for the wish, for my birthday. Tomorrow it's my mom's birthday. Now it's birthday home.
Feliz
Yeah.
aniversário a sua mãe.
Huh?
Feliz aniversário a sua mãe.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yes, thank you. So thank you guys, and I wish you guys very good evening. Thank for all the, elogios, greetings, right?
Mhm.
Yes, for the Mother's Day, for my birthday. I
Hey,
really
Dennis,
like.
Yeah.
we're gonna do 3 and 4 hour shows in the future. So
That's a
drink
long
your red.
time.
So drink your Red Bull.
When we just do a shift, like we're going to work 8 hours, man, just all day.
Hey, some people do them streams. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know either. That's crazy.
So
All
drink
right.
you some Red Bulls. Get you a power nap in because we're gonna get it done.
All right, man. All right, cool.
All right. see you
Okay.
guys.
All right. Later, JB. Later, Charlie.
Boa noite, gente.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
Good night, guys.
Not until I see Hanata dance.
Ciao.